Greetings! I'm Teek the Gamer, and this is Sonic Saturday. So what is Sonic Saturday, you may be wondering? Well, every week I'm going to post a short video detailing a new zone in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. And where better to begin than the game that started it all, Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. The first entry in the Sonic series begins with the Green Hill Zone. This isn't just the first level to the first Sonic game, it's the first level to every Sonic game. More than a dozen future games in the franchise start their players off with a romp through zones that are either similar or directly inspired by the Green Hills. So what's so special about the Green Hill Zone? Well, the story of Sonic the Hedgehog, what little there is, basically comes down to a bunch of anthropomorphic animals fending off Dr. Robotnik's cybernetic invasion. As a result, games typically start out with levels that invoke unspoiled nature as Sonic progresses against Robotnik's forces through increasingly industrialized zones. The foes in the Green Hill Zone are fairly harmless. You've got a roller bug that patrols back and forth, a laser wasp that can zap you if you aren't paying attention, a jumping fish that'll teach you to instinctively jump or roll across every bridge you see, a robot crab that throws yellow junk at you, and some rocket chameleons that, honestly, you'd almost have to try to get hit by. Defeating these enemies rewards you with the horrifying realization that within these robots are tiny animals that have been enslaved to do Robotnik's bidding. Apparently, his army is powered by cuteness. Oddly enough, considering the nature versus technology theme of the game, your power-ups come from computer monitors. You've got the shield, which protects you from a single hit, speed boost, often more trouble than it's worth, and invincibility, because sometimes you just want to run on the spikes. All three power-ups are left pretty much directly in your path, so you'll learn quickly what each of them does. The level itself is designed to give players a variety of ways to travel from start to finish. You can make a mad dash through each act, but if you slow down for some platforming, there are opportunities for more rings and power-ups. At the same time, failure to time a jump correctly will punish you by sending you to the bottom round, where there are more enemies and fewer rings. If you have 50 rings at the end of the act, you get to go to the bonus stage for a chance at a Chaos Emerald. And what an annoying task that is. These levels constantly rotate around, making navigation as much luck-based as skill-based. And seriously, why would you put goal on the thing you're trying to avoid? The Chaos Emeralds don't really tie into the story at this point. There's no Super Sonic in this game, and Robotnik doesn't appear to have as much interest in them as he does in later games. I was surprised to learn that they actually affect the game's ending. Finally, at the end of the third act, we get to the first boss of the game. Robotnik and his classic ball thing. The thing about this boss that can be frustrating is that there's really no excuse for being hit. The pattern is so simple that all you need to do is wait for the safe opening and attack. Robotnik won't target you directly, he just flies back and forth waiting for you to hit him. This means everything is on the player to not take damage. The challenge of this boss doesn't come from the boss itself, it comes from wanting to attack when it's not safe. Overconfidence and impatience are the enemy here. Once Robotnik is beaten, he flies off and leaves you to free the trapped animals that have yet to be roboticized. We're not done yet though. Sonic has a long way to go, so tune in next week as we chase Dr. Robotnik into the Marble Zone.